Guys, I know the last episode was a bit of a downer, so I decided to make this one a bit more upbeat and a bit more interesting. I wanted to identify a few things that I now say to myself that almost make me feel like, gosh, who is this person? I no longer recognize her. As a new mom, there are a couple of things I catch myself saying, or I catch myself doing, and I'm just like, ish, you've become one of those moms. I think the first thing would be a hyper a hyperventilator sense of smell. I'm always checking. Have you asking my baby that can't speak? Have you pooped? Did you poop? Are you trying to poop? And even asking people around, do you smell that? Is there something smelling? Is this watching another human being's bowel movements is crazy, right? I think number two would have to be, monitoring his burping as well. If you're a new mom, you understand the importance of burping. And so every time I burp my child successfully, I'm like, yes, especially at 2 a.m. or 3 a.m. In the night when the baby's half asleep and you also half asleep and you get that sound, you're like, oh, fantastic, can now go back to bed. I think number three would have to be, those people that say, sleep when your baby sleeps. My dear, it is impossible to do that. But if you find yourself getting at least 2, 3, 4 hours of sleep every day, oh my gosh, it's like you've won Wimbledon or the World Cup. It is fantastic. And I think another thing would be, struggling sometimes to get things done. Even let's say even at night when the baby's just being fussy and no one's able to sleep, and I find myself giving myself that pep talk to say, you manage campaigns across regions, across countries, across languages. You can also master this little human. It is just ridiculous, and I find myself laughing at myself for giving myself that pep talk for my own child. If you're a new mom and you find yourself doing some things that you don't recognize, share in the comments. Let me know.